wait to see this game. Looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. The Razorbacks offense will get the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Texas's offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The give to the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Turner. Got room at the 35. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall it, a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Texas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. They're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Touch pass on the run. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll go to the ground. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. The give to the tailback. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Give to the running back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on.
Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, he'll throw it. A strike downfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play.
Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Welch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's a heat. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
And there's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27. Here in the first half, this has been all home team.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. With the catch, it's Welsh. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Winston. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass. off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texans!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on 2nd down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hold and finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hawk, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the 2nd half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
The play action fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's complete on the right side.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a little space. Got a 1st down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Winston. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's now 4th and goal.
In all likelihood, this drive will be decided right here. 4th and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That is... An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, and make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the horns. They got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
Military stun! Military stun!
To the air on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 27 over Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Rush is on him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the handoff. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's York.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Rupp looking for more room. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Right back to the well. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. That's caught. It's Terry. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed over the middle. It's York. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's York. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That makes the score Texas 7-7, Arkansas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Gives it to the back on the draw. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
That is so hard to to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left. Eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days. But how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Using his legs to buy some time. Finds a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Terry. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Just plowing ahead. Bulldozes another guy. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Snyder. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's got him. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Takes a hit as he fires. This time it's complete. He's into the open down the middle. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout and wings it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quick strike complete. At the 45 on its way. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pulls it in. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt